Assalamu alaikum students, good day. My dear students, I pray you all are quite well at your places and keep your study on the full swing. In my today's class, you are going to enjoy a very important topic. Yeah, it's preposition. But why is it important? It is important because our today's preposition is like and as. Students, these two prepositions perhaps the most used preposition in our everyday English. But most of the time of our daily use, whether it is in writing, whether we are speaking it, we abruptly, indiscriminately use like and as. Students, this is Imo Hossain, a lecturer of IQBAL SIDDIQUEE College. I am going to show you the right use of like and as preposition. Students, if you enjoy this class from start to end, I swear you will never make mistake of using the preposition like and as. And after that, as a bonus, we obviously discuss another topic which is such as, which is some sort of related with this, but such as is not a preposition, my dear students. At first, what you see in the screen, we are talking about like and as. You see, I have decorated a difference between these two prepositions, like and as. You see here, with like, you have to use noun and pronoun both, but with as, you have to use a noun only. So students, what is the function of like and as? If you talk about the function, like describes similarity and as describes the job, function and role. You can say like modify, although the preposition does not modify, but the preposition can talk about and the preposition can take object like verb. So we can say like can talk about the similarity between two nouns or two pronouns. On the other hand, as describes the similarity between the jobs of those noun and pronoun. You see the example here. My brother looks just like me. You see here, looks just like me. Here, me is compared with my brother. Me and brother is compared by the help of like. In one of my previous class, it was about metaphor and simile. I shortly discussed about the use of like there, but that was a literary term in terms of like. And you see here, I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. That means this sentence expressing that I work as a teacher does. Here, the work of teacher is compared with the help of as, but as does not compare I and teacher. The teacher and me are not comparable, but it is comparing, that means as is comparing the work of teacher. That means I can work like a teacher. So here in my sentence, I can work like a teacher, I am just comparing with I to the teachers. And the second sentence you see, I slept like a baby last night. Here like is also used, and this like is actually comparing the baby with me, my dear students. And here you see, I will dress up as a big baby for the party. I'll dress up as a big baby. Here as is used to compare. Compare between what? Not between I and a big baby like this. But it is comparing between the activities, the action of dressing up, between my dressing up and the dressing up of this big baby, my dear students. You see another example here, like father, I am losing my hair. That means here with the help of like, I is compared with father. And in this sentence, as your father, I feel responsible for you. So here as is meaning that I feel responsible, I feel what your father feels. So this actually showing the difference between like and as. I am telling again that like is a comparison between the two nouns or two pronoun. On the other hand, as is also a comparison, but it is the activity or action or job or function or rules between two nouns and pronouns. Like describes the comparison or similarity between two nouns or pronouns. On the other hand, as describes the job, function, rule, activity, actions of that noun or pronouns. I hope you can understand. Like and as both can be a conjunction as well. When you see them in a complex sentence, they are used as a conjunction, but like or as are mostly used as a preposition if it is a simple sentence. That means when you see a full clause after a like or after an as, you can say easily that it is a complex sentence. And when it is a complex sentence, that means when like or as is following a clause, it is actually a conjunction, not a preposition. Here you see an example. Mitu sir sings like a professional singer does. You see, Mitu sir sings like. Here, like is used to compare between Mitu sir and a professional singer, not what they're doing. Mitu sir is singing and a professional singer also sings. But we are not comparing the activity of singing of Mr. Mitu or a professional singer. We are just comparing the nouns in this sentence. The first noun is Mitu sir and the other noun is professional singers. If you use like, that means you are comparing these two nouns, my dear students. But at the same time, if you use as in the same kind of sentence, it expresses a slightly different meaning. Like Mitu sir sings as a professional singer does. Here, with the help of as, we are actually comparing between the action of singing of Mr. Mitu and a professional singer. That means when you are comparing with the use of like, you are comparing the nouns or pronouns in the respective sentence. But when you are using an as in the same kind of sentence, you are actually using or comparing the verb of action of that pronoun in that sentence. So these are use of like and as in a sentence, whether it is conjunction or preposition. Students, you sometimes make mistakes and you have confusion about like and such as sometimes, because both are demonstrate some kinds of example or demonstrate the additional information. So how should we use, what is the difference between them? You see, if you use like is used to indicate a comparison, what we have discussed earlier, and such as is used to introduce examples. You see, you cannot exemplify with the use of like, but when you are going to example something, you have to use only such as. Okay, students. And another thing, like sounds less formal than such as, and such as sounds much more formal than like. So students, I have managed some examples for you so that you can understand it more clearly. Students, here the examples of like. I know English like Bengali. That means English is compared with Bengali, how much I know. On the other hand, Karima obtained a plus in English like other subjects. Here in this sentence, like is used to compare English with the other subjects. But in the examples of such as, you see, I know many languages such as Bengali, English and Hindi. Here, such as is used to exemplify the language what I know. On the other hand, Korima obtained A plus in 3 subjects such as English, Physics and Biology. Our student Korima is really a good student. We hope she will obtain A plus in all the subjects she reads. So here, in the use of such as, the A plus obtaining of Korima is exemplified with the help of such as, and she obtained A plus in this sentence, English, Physics and Biology. It is just exemplified. So students, I hope you can better understand now how you have to use the preposition like, as and such as well. And this was the class. I hope you enjoyed. I have to tell Tata today. Assalamu alaikum.